Okay, hey guys, it's me again. And this video goes out to horrormine, or at least I think that's what his username is. And he made a video some time ago called Silent Hill is Better Than You Remember. And what I want to do is I want to point some things out to him that he maybe got wrong, or he didn't catch at the time. Let us begin. This is everything that I feel he got wrong with his Silent Hill movie review. Okay, number one is the most obvious. The name. Rose and Christopher de Silva. No. No. If they're going to base it on the first Silent Hill game, what name would you associate with that? What was the main good guy's name in the movie? Was it A, Rose de Silva, B, Harry Mason, or C, there was no good guy in this movie? I await your answers. Go ahead. You can put them in the comments section when if you watch the video later on, of course. Now, thing number two you got wrong. The name Sharon. Nope. Cheryl is what you should have said. It's Cheryl in the game, not Sharon. That's why they did this movie all wrong. Because they couldn't come up with they just couldn't, use the names from the game? Was that really so hard to do? I don't know. Okay, now this one isn't this one isn't your fault. This one isn't your fault. This is the fault of the idiot who put this movie together. You know those scenes that took place before being on the road to Silent Hill? Cut them out. You don't need them. Not at all. Now, this one is your fault, however, horrormine. This one is your fault. I don't know how you didn't catch this one. How you didn't catch this in your video. You claim that Rose wakes up in a bowling alley. If they were going to do this movie accurately, you would have said Harry wakes up in a diner. The next one. This one, I don't know how these idiots who put this movie together didn't catch this one themselves. Inspector Thomas Gucci. Whoever the idiot was who put this movie together. How did you not notice this? What should have happened, and this would have been accurate though, is if they had mentioned only Inspector Gucci by name, and instead he's, not alive anymore, at least then you would have been, a little more accurate. Oh boy, this one. I don't know how the idiots who put this movie together didn't catch this mistake. The movie's cult. In the game, they're trying to birth their cult's god. In the movie, they're a bunch of witch burners. Really? Witch burners. And they didn't think to notice this? And they didn't notice this little mistake? Yeah. Now, Horrormine, this one is on you. This one's on you because you clearly You clearly don't remember the game very well. Now, you said that Rose found the clue in the dead man named Colin's mouth. What you should have said, and you would have been accurate, is Rose found the clue in the janitor's mouth. That would have been accurate. Okay. Now, why was this even in the movie? I don't know. The Grand Hotel? Was there a Grand Hotel in the game? If there was, point it out. Just let me know where in the game one exists, because as far as I know, there is no Grand Hotel. Best reference. I do not know how they screwed this up so bad. They screwed this up so bad. Why was he even in this movie at all? Pyramid Head. Why was Pyramid Head in the first movie? Was Pyramid Head in the first game? I don't think so. So Pyramid Head should have been taken out of the movie because he wasn't in the first game. Oh yeah, those Sean Bean filler scenes? Yeah, take those out too. You don't need them. And which in the 1970s? Because apparently the reason the town's burning is because of a coal fire, an underground coal fire or something like that. I don't quite remember. Now, this one, horrormine, I can't believe you didn't notice this. You didn't catch on this mistake. This mistake was one you should have caught yourself, but you didn't. Okay, there was three versions of the town. There was the somewhat normal version, the almost abandoned fog version with ash falling everywhere, and then there was the other world. Here's what you do. You take the first version, the normal version that is somewhat populated, remove it. You didn't need it at all, because in the games there's only two versions of the town. There's the fog version with the I think snow falling, and then there's the dark other world, and that's it. Now, oh boy, I can't believe you made this mistake, horrormine. This one, I cannot believe you didn't catch on to this one. You said that one nurse in the movie was probably Lisa. No, that was Lisa. I think Lisa Garland, I think is her name. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Now try and explain this, guys. I would love to know how this is possible. In the movie, in that one scene where Rose is running away from like Pyramid Head or whatever she's running from, and then Sean Bean's standing there during one of his pointless scenes, and he basically feels Rose touch him. How is that even possible? How is it possible for those two to touch each other from different dimensions of the town? Again, that was a mistake on the editor of this movie, because I would love to know who the editor of this movie was, because he's an idiot and he doesn't know what he's doing. Now, oh boy. The witch burning cult from the movie. Again, as I said earlier, they were actually trying to, okay, in the game, they were trying to make sure that they birthed their cult's god. Whereas in this movie, they're a bunch of witch burning idiots, and that's basically what caused their town to end up the way it did. Really? That makes no sense at all. And then we have a character who, in my opinion, doesn't even need to be in this. Really didn't even need to be in this movie at all. This is a character that should have just been written out completely because she really was pointless altogether. Christabella. First of all, why was she even in this movie at all? She really serves no purpose to the movie. And I think Alice Crease, I think is her name, her real name. She should have just been playing Dahlia Gillespie the whole time. Because the actress they got to play Dahlia really didn't get her character down at all. And to be honest with you guys, okay, to tell you the truth, Christabella is a character from Silent Hill Dying Inside, which is a comic book. Unless she was in one of the games and I just never noticed her, then as far as I'm concerned, her being here, really was pointless. Yeah. So horrormine, I hope to God that you learned something about your video. That really you just needed to do just a slight bit more research for your video. I wasn't trying to insult you or nothing, dude. I was just trying to point out some of the mistakes you made, and well, yeah. Okay, you guys really want to know? You guys want to see this? These are the notes I took I watched his video and took notes and decided, yeah, this guy needs to learn something. So again, let's go over the notes I have, okay? Rose and Christopher da Silva. Change it. Take Rose da Silva out of the movie. Change Chris da Silva to Harry Mason like they did in the sequel. Now, why they didn't just make Chris da Silva Harry Mason in the first place, I will never know. Cheryl was changed to Sharon for this movie. Why? What, didn't they have the rights to the names of the characters for this movie? What a load. And then all those scenes that basically took place before being on the road to Silent Hill, cut them out. And all the Sean Bean filler scenes, remove them too. Rose wakes up in a bowling alley, change that to a diner, and make sure it's Harry Mason. Because if they were going to do this movie, they should have done it accurately. That is the only way this movie could have been made better, is if they had made it accurately. Inspector Thomas Gucci. Why was he even in this movie? Because first of all, in the game, he's dead. Why did they put him in this movie? I really do not know. And besides, what purpose does he serve in this movie? I have no idea. The movie's cult. Oh, God. What were these idiots on? What were these people? What was what was the director Christoph Gans thinking when he made this movie? I mean, did he not realize that basically he's adapting a game that came out in 1999 to a film? And what version of the game did he play? I mean, what version of the game is he using? Because he's clearly not using, you know, the first game. Because this movie was supposed to be an adaptation of the first game. They got it completely wrong. First of all, when Sybil Bennett, you know, when Sybil Bennett's trying to take Rose in, and she realizes the road is missing, and then all of a sudden realizes that the town is really kind of messed up. He's and sees that one monster from Silent Hill 2. That's pretty much when I knew this. When I knew this movie was pretty much done for. And then, oh my God, what? Why have Pyramid Head in this movie at all? If you wanted to have him in the sequel, fine. He existed by that point. Because the sequel was an adaptation of Silent Hill 3. This one was an adaptation of Silent Hill 1. Okay. Oh my God. And a bunch of witch burners when in the game they're trying to birth their cult's god. Oh my God. Okay. And again, guys, all those Sean Bean filler scenes that take place in the first movie, just get rid of them. They're really not needed. No, they're not. And the Grand Hotel, again, guys, was there a Grand Hotel? Was there a Grand Hotel in the game? If there was, just let me know if there was. And if there wasn't, yeah, then this Christoph Gans guy really didn't know what the heck he was doing. And why couldn't this movie be its own separate story? Just make it some other Silent Hill story, like, I don't know, like making an adaptation of Silent Hill 4 or something, I guess, or make it something like that, I mean, if you're gonna make a movie of Silent Hill, then you need to make sure it's done correctly. It's that simple. And Pyramid Head again being in this movie, not needed. Wasn't in the first game. It wasn't needed at all. And a witch burning cult, really? And they burned. And basically, the reason why the town is messed up like it is because they think Alessa Gillespie is a witch because she have a dad. I'm sorry, but okay. I would love to know in whose demented imagination the idea for this movie came from. Because if Christoph Gans was trying to make an adaptation of Silent Hill 1, he could not have done a worse job even if he tried. Even if he tried to do a worse job. Because he just screwed it all up. He really did. And the reason why Alessa, the reason why Alessa, as far as I know, you know, was kept. I mean, the reason why she was supposed to birth their cult's god is because she was kept alive and in pain. Don't really, I don't really understand that either. If you guys know the answer, let me know because I don't have a fucking clue. I don't have a clue what they were smoking when they came with this movie. I really do not know, guys. So yeah, and the somewhat normal version of the town was also made abandoned. So why was the normal version of the town even there anyway? I mean, couldn't they have made like, again, as I said earlier, Sean Bean, make him Harry Mason and have him basically trying to find not only his daughter but his wife? I mean, wouldn't that just make a little more? Wouldn't that make somewhat more sense? You know, I mean, if you ask me, if they had done that, maybe the movie would have been a little bit stronger. And not recognizing a character from the game in the movie, the nurse, Lisa, I believe Lisa Garland again, and I think that's her name. Don't, I don't really know. I don't know if her name is Lisa Garland. Just let me know if I got that right. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know. And again, this goes back to that earlier point I made where you have like the somewhat normal version. Why was that version of the town even there in the movie anyway? Because again, it really was just not needed at all. All you had to do was just trim those scenes out. I mean, did Christoph Gans not realize that what he was making was an adaptation of a game from 1999 about a haunted town, and he basically just did it all wrong? So again, it's like I said before. How could Rose how could Rose and Christopher de Silva, how could they run into each other if they're in different dimensions of the town, and also the fact that the town doesn't look the same in Rose's version as opposed to Chris's version. Again, that doesn't make the dead man named Colin. Again, horrormine, this is on you. This one's your little screw up because you clearly said dead man named Colin. You should have said the janitor, because that's what that monster's name is. And oh boy, the Christabella gang. Why were these idiots even in the movie? I mean, really, they serve no purpose at all. None whatsoever. None. No, no, they don't. Okay, here's what they should have done. If they had to do this movie the way they did it, here's what I would have done to make the movie stronger, okay? I would have started the movie. If I was to make this movie, here's what I would have done. I would have started the movie where the game storyline starts, and when I'm on my way to and when they're on their way to Silent Hill, that's where I would have started the movie. In other words, I would have cut out all that filler nonsense that really doesn't and again, all those Sean Bean filler scenes that were in the movie, gone, all of them. And I would have made Sean Bean Harry Mason, not Krista Silva. That is stupid. That was stupid. That was really stupid of basically the producer of this movie. Christoph Gans, who was the director of this piece of crap. What version of the game did you actually get your hands on? Did you get your hands on a version of the game that no one in this world has ever heard of, where the main character is a female? Is that the version you played? Because if you actually played the version we all know, then you would see basically why the movie you made doesn't work. And so, my friends, the lesson of the day and the lesson today is, if you're going to adapt a game to film, please do it accurately. That's all it is. That's all it takes. Yes. Now, finally, I have made this video. I've been waiting God knows how long to make this. And I just wanted you to know, horrormine, I didn't hate your video. I just wanted you to be aware of some things of some mistakes you made. Not just mistakes you made, but mistakes that the people who put this movie together made. I just wanted you to be aware of that. That's all. I mean, no disrespect, and I mean no harm. I assure you of that. I assure you your video. I assure you the video you made, it's good enough. I just wanted to point some things out to you that you did not notice or you did not catch in the editing process. Because I'm sure you had to edit your video to get it God knows how long. For God knows how long. Now, guys, if you did like this video, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Hit this, hit the subscribe button. Click that bell to be notified of future videos. And share this video around because this video, I really feel this is a video I felt I had to do, to just point some things out to someone who was not aware of them. Because, horrormine, these things I pointed out in this video are things either you or the people who made this movie got wrong. And I just wanted to point them out to you so you're aware of them. So if you ever do make a correction video, you know about them. That's all. And the lesson of the day, my friends, is you guys are awesome. So, guys, you be safe. You be yourselves. You guys are awesome. You keep being who you are. And guys, till next time.